I used to make s'mores bars like this all the time in college, and I wanted to recreate it the closest I could. And so I found this Land O'Lakes recipe that I made a couple modifications to, but I think they turned out awesome. So I am going to show you guys how to make these. I love that they are still warm out of the oven, ooey gooey, and they are just so yummy. So let's get in the kitchen and I'll show you how. So here are the cast of characters. Very, very easy recipe to make. We have flour, sugar, vanilla, baking powder, butter, egg, some salt. We have graham crackers, and then chocolate chips and marshmallows. So I will show you how we put this together, but in the meantime, I have preheated the oven to 375, and then I greased and lined my 9x13 baking dish here with some parchment paper. So to start in this bowl, I have 2 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, a cup of sugar, and a half a cup of melted butter. We're just going to combine these and then we'll add in our dry ingredients. So I've added 2 cups of crushed graham crackers, a cup of flour, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I had to remember for a second. Anyhow, gonna give this a mix and then we'll get into our pan. So I've just plopped our dough into the pan, and I think the easiest way to spread this out into an even layer is just to give your hand a coating of nonstick spray, and then just use your palm to spread it out and it won't stick to you. So I'm gonna get this into all the corners. We're gonna pop it in at 375 for about 10 minutes, but I'll let you know how long it takes. So I just took the base out of the oven. I did let it go for 12 minutes. I would say it's gonna take about 12 to 14 minutes, depending on your oven strength. And now I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle on our chocolate chips and our marshmallows. And I have a little bit of crushed graham cracker that I'm going to top in as well. And then we'll return it to the oven for about another 10 minutes. So I could give you measurements for this, but I'll just tell you what I did because I feel like you should go with your heart's desire on the amount of chocolate and marshmallow you add to this. It doesn't have to be one thing in particular. It's going to be delicious just as long as you have a good base. So I did end up doing a layer of chocolate chips on the bottom, followed by a layer of marshmallows, and then I just sprinkled on some chocolate chips on the top and then did my graham cracker crumbs. So for this, I ended up using a full 12-ounce bag of chocolate chips, and then I used almost a whole 10-ounce bag of these mini marshmallows. So that's roughly what you're going to use, but do it to where you feel like it has enough for your taste. So this is going to go back in the oven for about 10 minutes. So with the second bake, I let it go for about 12.5 minutes, and you're just looking for the amount of kind of toastedness that you like on your marshmallows, similar to like s'mores. Everybody likes it a little bit different. I just like a nice light brown. So I'm gonna let these fully cool before I cut into them, but I can tell they're already going to be delicious.